Hey guys, I'm walking out of Damascus right now. It is the morning of the 19th, and had a really good time in Damascus. I came in yesterday, went to Pizza Plus, where a former thru hiker paid for my meal, my buffet. So that was really cool. It was nice to know that Pizza Plus, at least the more locations than just the one in Irwin, do the buffet thing. So it was really good, and it's like, even if I did pay, it's only $9 for salad, drink, dessert, and pizza, which is really good. And then I went to Food City and got a pretty good resupply. I bought a lot more than I probably needed, but we'll see how that turns out. And then as far as where I stayed, the place I wanted to stay was closed. It's called The Place, and it's like a non-profit by one of the churches. And I guess they just hadn't opened up yet because there's not enough people. So then I went on to the Broken Fiddle. I actually ran into Shay. He's just a little bit ahead of me right now. And so had a really good time there too. And I had a nice continental breakfast this morning: cereal, bacon and eggs, bagels. Really good time, and a really good place to stay too. So that was my time in Damascus so far. Has been really, really great. And I kind of wish if there's a city to zero in, I feel like this is a city that's really deserving of that. But I mean, I'll just kind of, I'm trying to do my own thing here, and I got my hike that I gotta hike, my timelines I gotta meet, so I can't do that. And but so today we're just planning to do 15 miles. We got 2 decent, like, 1,000-foot climbs. And then I also just stopped at Subway and got myself a sub sandwich to pack out, which I guess I'll do for lunch and dinner. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But anyway, I'll check in with y'all later. Hey guys, so we're here at camp at Lost Mountain Shelter, just cooking up some teriyaki noodles and tuna. And it's about 5 o'clock. Had a pretty decent day coming out of there. Some decent climbs, but nothing too bad. I just realized I didn't film much today. So that's where I'm camping at. But yeah, so end of the day. Pretty short, but pretty easy. I'll check in with y'all later. Hey everyone, it's the morning of March 20th. I was just leaving Lost Mountain Shelter. I hiked in yesterday with I Am Groot and Shay. And we met up with a section hiker here too. It got just below freezing last night again. I was really hoping it wouldn't, but it did. So, plan for today, we're gonna try and do 17 miles to the next shelter, but then I might go a little bit further, because that shelter is in the Grayson Highlands State Park, where the Ponies are, and you're not allowed to tent there. So I might go just a little bit further so I can tent. Additionally, I might do the Mount Rogers Trail, which is basically just a mile there and back total distance, and only like a few hundred more feet elevation. But it's the highest point in Virginia, so I figure that I might as well do it while I'm here, you know? But yeah, so that's the plan for today. And nothing much to it, I hope. So I'll check in with y'all at some point. Hey guys, so here on top of Buzzard Rock, to my left and kind of trail north is White Mountain, I think is what it's called. But the trail doesn't go up there, so I stopped here just to check out the view. It's a little slippery, but pretty good view. So it's about 10:50 right now. It's been about 2 hours since we started. So we're just gonna push on. I think I am gonna do Mount Rogers today, since I have the time. And other than that, I'm really only doing like 18 miles, so it'll just bump me up to 19, which isn't too bad. So yeah, Well, it's been a great day, good weather. You know, hardly any clouds in the sky. But yeah, I'll check in with y'all later. Hey guys, so as far as I can tell, I'm at the highest point in Virginia. This plaque right here, or the little survey marker, as far as I can tell, is the highest point. Not too much for views around here, but the trail just kind of ends in this little forested area, so I mean, if it's not the highest point, I'm pretty close. So, but it only took me about, you know, a little over 10 minutes to climb up here from the Appalachian trail, so it was a really easy climb too. So I highly recommend doing it. Just Mount Rogers in general, this whole area has been really nice. I've really enjoyed it so far. And we're just a little bit away from the Grayson Highlands State Park where you get to see the ponies. So hopefully I'll get to see those. But yeah, I've just really been enjoying today. Great weather too, so. But I'll check in with y'all later. Hey guys, so I'm back on the Appalachian Trail. That's looking towards Mount Rogers. This is the view I was hoping I'd have up there though. But having it here is okay too. But yeah, so this area's been really great. It's been great weather, great hiking, a little muddy, but that's really the only complaint. And the best and most important thing, honestly, is it's been fun. It's like a little bit of challenging, but there's not any crazy uphills or really dangerous downhills. So yeah, it's just been fun and enjoyable, which is just really, really nice to have. And I've just been... Hey guys, so I'm here in Fat Man Squeeze. Climbing up into it was actually really, really slippery. It was just like 15 solid feet of ice. And then right in front of me, which I can't really pan around in here, is water and ice and slush and mud. And it's raining outside now. So, which literally just started when I was in here reading my guidebook. So, yeah. Only a few more miles to Grayson Highlands, and I was hoping to make it through the Grayson Highlands before the rain, but I guess not. Oh man. But yeah, so Fat Man Squeeze done. Hey guys, we're officially at Grayson Highlands State Park now. There's the fence right behind me, and right in front of me is some ponies. So the trail kind of goes off to the right here and around them. I don't think I'll get too close to them, but I do want a picture would be nice. A picture would be really nice. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, 2 miles left for the day. Hey guys, I'm still just here in the Grayson Highlands, looking for the next shelter. I'm not sure where it's at. Maybe this guy knows. You know where the next shelter's at? No? The locals here are not any help. Just filled up my water, and I'm gonna push on a little bit further outside the park so I can tent. There's oh, shelter's right here, it looks like. Yep. I'm gonna push a little bit further outside the park so I can tent. There's a good spot with views, so I'll check in with y'all later. Hey guys, so it's morning of the 21st. Just camped out here, kind of towards the top of Stone Mountain. So I was setting up camp, some southbound section hikers came by, and they told me that it was supposed to thunderstorm. So I'm up here on this exposed ridge. I mean, as you can kind of see, as I'll pan around. But so I was really hoping that thunderstorm thing wouldn't come true. And for the most part, it didn't. I didn't hear any thunder or lightning. It rained a tiny bit. Like around 10, I woke up, it was raining just a little bit, and then it stopped all of a sudden. So got lucky with that. Woke up, everything was pretty much dry. The grass around me is kind of damp, but that's it. However, it was really, really windy. The windiest I've ever probably had on the trail when camping. because the one side of my tent just kept kind of blowing in and blowing in. So yes, I made it for a wild night, you know, tent flapping around. I actually dug into my first aid kit for the first time last night too, to get my earplugs. And I haven't used my earplugs this whole time. I've been able to kind of, you know, tough it out and whatnot, because I usually just don't think about it when I go to bed. But last night I woke up, you know, between 10 and 1 a bunch of different times. So I wound up getting the earplugs and I kind of fell just right back to sleep. And so that was nice just to have those. I didn't think I'd use them at all, but like one of those things that barely weigh anything, I'm glad I brought it. So, but our plan today is 1, to stay dry. We'll see how that happens. And 2, we're gonna go just a little bit to I think it's a Trimby or something like that, shelter. It's about 17-ish miles away, I think. It's like 20 away from Wise, which is the shelter we passed yesterday. So we got about 17 miles ahead of us today, through mostly downhill, which is nice. So I'll check in with y'all when there's something to check in with y'all with. Hey everyone, just leaving Old Orchard Shelter. So it's about just after 10 o'clock. I stopped here for my little mid-morning lunch break. It's been a really good climb so far, just coming downhill. Just a lot of like wet rocks they have to come down off of. So it's been kind of rough. And then also, I've just been really tired, just kind of like from the past night. Just waking up so much kind of took its toll on me. So I'm kind of, I wouldn't say drained, but a cup of coffee right now would be much appreciated. I'm gonna have to start packing some little packets in with me. So, but now we're just going down just 1 more mile to a stream. We're gonna get some water there for the day because we're about out. I didn't want to get water here because it's a little bit off the trail, and I can already just get water when it's on the trail in that stream. So I just like that better. So, but anyway, I'll check in with y'all later. Hey guys, so it's morning of the 22nd. I'm leaving a Trimby shelter, I guess that's how you say it. Camped here last night, met back up with Colorado from the Smokies and his friend that he met up with. And then I met the English detective here. Trevor was here again too. I've been kind of on and off with him the past few days. And then, who else? Oh, Onward was here for a little bit, but then he kept going on board, so makes sense. But today's plan is just 16 to Chesterfield shelter. So I'm in kind of a bind. On the 24th, I sign up for college classes, so I want to be somewhere with reliable Wi-Fi that morning. So I have 2 choices, and really a third one, but I doubt it would work right now. So my first choice, and most likely, is to go on to Atkins tomorrow after the shelter, which is only like 8 miles after the shelter. So I'd narrow in, resupply, stay the night at a hotel, and then in the morning sign up for my classes. The only thing I don't like about that is it makes it a really short day. And I can't do those miles today. I also have to zero because there's still the whole tomorrow thing. I can't sign up for classes tomorrow, the 23rd. It has to be on the 24th. And I could push on a little bit further to a hostel, but they say they have Wi-Fi, but my experience the past few hostels, I say they have Wi-Fi, man, I'm out of breath. It's not all that great, and I still have to resupply somewhere too. And then they would charge me a shuttle to go into town to resupply. So I'm not sure about that one either. So I can either, and then if I stop in Atkins, that makes it some long days, like 20-mile days to get into Harrisburg in 5 days. Whereas if I go into the hostel, it kind of keeps me on my regular schedule of high teens or low 20s. So that's, I'm leaning towards the Atkins right now, just 'cause it'd be nice to stay in an actual hotel room by myself. And then I know the Wi-Fi is going to be good. And then I also get the continental breakfast. And there's a Dollar General there where I can resupply. So, again, that's what I'm leaning towards. But we'll just kind of see what happens. It is a bit more expensive, but in the end, it's one of the big kind of things I need to have internet for. So I think it'll all pay off. So, but the plan today is 16 miles or so to Chesterfield. Partnership shelter is about halfway there, so we should have lunch there, roughly. And yeah, that's the plan. So I'll check in with y'all probably at partnership. I don't expect there to be too much today. Kind of like yesterday. So yeah. Hey guys, so it's 12 o'clock. I'm here at Partnership Shelter. It's actually a really nice shelter. It's pretty well known. They have 2 stories, and then on the right here is a shower. So that's pretty cool. It looks like the faucet was taken out for the winter or something. Not the faucet, the whatever you call it. That way I guess people can't use it during the winter. But and then there's a bathroom over there with the clothesline too. And there's a building right over there, which I think is the Mount Rogers Visitor Center thing. So, but anyway, really cool shelter. I'm going to eat lunch here, and then I think I'm gonna press on and do about 20 miles today. The reason for that, I'll stay at the Appalachian Dreamer Hiker Hostel tomorrow night, and I don't want to do 20 miles into a hostel. I'd rather, you know, do 5 more today and just do 15 tomorrow. Just kind of makes it all easier. So, but anyway, so I'm checking in. That's the plan right now, and we'll see what happens. Guys, so I've got a change of plans. I was set on going to the Comfort Inn. Then I convinced myself to save the time and the money and go push a little bit further to the Appalachian Dreamer Hostel. But now, it looks like I'm going back to the Comfort Inn. Because I tried calling the hostel and the number is disconnected or something. So, unless I can get service between here and there and look up their website and check to see if it's the right number or not, looks like I'm going to the Comfort Inn, which according to the lady I can get a room for like $60 or $70, which isn't terrible, but the mileage and the cost kind of worked out better to go to the hostel. So, but anyway, that's what you get when you're on the trail. It's just kind of having to go back and forth on plans. Thankfully I wasn't set on either way, but you know, looks like that's what I'm doing now. So I'll just go to a Chatfield shelter today, which is only a few more miles, and then tomorrow I'll have a nice and easy day into Atkins, and then I'll have almost a Nero day. So yeah, I'll check in with y'all later. Hey guys, so this is Chatfield Memorial Shelter. There's a stream right by it, and it looks like a pretty decent shelter if you like shelter camping. But as far as I can tell, that's the best tent site right there. And then right above it is the privy. So I'm not too crazy about staying here. I'll probably just go a little bit further It looks like we followed this stream for a while, so I'll just kind of look for the first tent pad I can find and chill there. Because I'm not trying to sleep in the shelter, and I'm not trying to sleep below a privy or at an uneven campsite. So, I mean, it's only 4:15 right now, so I'll just, take it slow. It's downhill too, so it's really nothing too bad. But I'll check in with y'all when I find a site. Hey guys, so I'm about no more than a mile down the river or stream. But I found a spot. Got my tent all set up. Not a whole lot of flat spots around here, which is kind of what you get when you camp around water. But it is just, the streams are on the other side of these rhododendron trees. So, yeah, this is where I'll camp for tonight. And I have like less than 10 miles into Atkins tomorrow, so I might even see if that Mexican food place does breakfast since it's right by the trail. So we'll see what happens. I'll check in with y'all later. Hey everyone, so it's the morning of the 23rd. I had a roller coaster of a night last night, and it had absolutely nothing to do with the trail. So I get into my campsite, I see I have signal, so I start just verifying all the college classes I'm about to sign up for. I see one only has 6 seats left, and I'm still potentially, over 24 hours away from being able to register. So I'm kind of playing around, checking different options, and then I eventually see that, unlike what I had previously thought, that they are accepting me as a sophomore, not an academic freshman. So I could actually register the next morning, this current morning right now. But I do see that there's some kind of hold on my account, and I'm not sure why, but I figure it's probably just because I'm a sophomore, so I can't register until 6 o'clock the next morning. So I figure this is great. I can register and then do 20 miles or 16 miles to the hostel, since I don't have to really worry much about registering. I don't have to worry about the Wi-Fi situation as much. But so I set up the class schedule how I want it. I get it saved in the builder and everything, and I set an alarm for this morning. Well, I wake up this morning and I still can't register, even though I'm a sophomore and today's the day for sophomores to register. The problem is I have an actual hold on my account, and I don't know why. So I have to wait a little bit longer, because it's 7 o'clock Eastern time, 6 o'clock Central time. So I have to wait for someone to get in the office. So I wait till about 9 here, and I call, so it's 8 there. Someone answers, and they tell me that I have a hold on my account because I haven't completed the entirety of my new student organization or orientation. And I was very clear to them before I left, and again when I called in Irwin, that the first half I'm able to do online because I'm not a true freshman. I'm a transfer student. And the second half you do in person. Well, I verified with them that I will not be around the area. I'll be at the Eastern Coast, for the next few months. So I made sure twice, before I left and once again when I was in Irwin, that I could only need to do the online portion and be able to register for classes. So I left home and I left Irwin thinking that I was good. But when I called this morning, the guy tells me that I still need to complete the in-person portion too, which goes against what I've been told twice now. So he's going to talk to his director and see if they can do something about it. It looks like they could maybe lift the hold. Hopefully, I didn't really explain my situation to him, but hopefully if I get to talk to the director, I can explain, I'm through hiking the Appalachian Trail. I talked to 2 different offices. They told me that the online portion was sufficient to sign up for classes. And so because of this, I missed out on the one class that only had 6 seats left. So instead of, I have to take kind of a different class. It's still all gonna kind of work out, but it's just kind of frustrating to be told one thing twice and then have the opposite become true. So we'll see what happens with this, but this is the reason why I kind of have to stay at the hotel today and only go 4 miles instead of kind of keeping on a good schedule and mileage to the hostel. So, I mean, I'm not bummed about staying at the hotel, but it's just I'm doing less miles and I'm spending more money just to make sure I'm available for this phone call. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. Hopefully everything gets worked out. If not, a lot of the classes I'm looking to sign up for are kind of freshman-y classes anyway on the core curriculum. So I don't think it'll be too hard to at least get some schedule. Maybe just not the schedule I want, but I'll still get classes regardless. So, but anyway, I know today we have like a settlers museum coming up before the highway, so I'll probably check in with y'all there. And then after that, it's just to the hotel. I mean, it's gotta like resupply and hopefully rinse out some clothes and just kind of air out my gear. I haven't really been able to spread everything out. So yeah, I'll check in with y'all later. Just thought I'd let y'all know what's. Hey guys, this is the Lindenwood Schoolhouse that I'm in. Literally just a few hundred feet beyond those power lines. So it says it was open in 1894 and it was closed in 1937. There'd be about 25 kids in here, I think, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, there's a little bit of like trail magic in here in the form of hats and gloves and scarves, which is a really cool idea. I mean, I'm good right now, but you know, if you need it, it's there. Just look at the outside of it. Then there's some outhouses, one for the boys there and one up for the girls, more behind it. But really cool place, and we have 2.8 miles to go until we hit the highway. So just thought I'd let you all see this. Hey guys, so I'm back on the trail. It's Friday the 24th. It's 11:30 right now. It took me a while to get out of the hotel for various reasons I'll go into once I get, you know, back in the woods. But I eventually got a hitch to this point, which is pretty much exactly where I left off. There's the Mexican restaurant right there, where I ate at yesterday. They open at 11, and they have a really good lunch menu. So, and you get free chips and salsa, which I have been missing at different eateries. So, yeah, so I'll check in with y'all once I get back in the woods, once I cross the interstate.